A screaming comes across the sky. That is the first sentence of this very famous postmodern American novel. Hello, welcome to my channel. Another bibliophile reads. My name is Greg, and for better or worse, I'm announcing a reading group of Gravity's Rainbow by Thomas Pynchon. This will be hosted by me over on my Discord channel, along with Alan at Big Hard Books and Classics. I have listened to the audiobook version of Gravity's Rainbow, but I've never read the actual text, so this will be the first time for me reading this text. And Gravity's Rainbow is a very difficult postmodern American novel. If you are not entirely familiar with it, let me read you this brief description. First published in 1973, Gravity's Rainbow is Thomas Pynchon's towering, chaotic, and darkly comic masterpiece, often described as the Mount Everest of post-war American fiction. Set in Europe near the end of World War II, the novel begins with rumors of a mysterious German rocket, the V-2, and follows a sprawling cast of soldiers, spies, engineers, and outcasts who try to uncover its secrets. At its center is Tyrone Slothrop, an American lieutenant whose strained physiological connection to the rocket's target set off a paranoid journey through a crumbling, surreal landscape. Pynchon weaves together science, sex, conspiracy, and absurdity in a work that questions whether human behavior is driven by free will or the cold logic of technology and power. His prose swings from slapstick comedy to deep philosophical reflection, mixing popular culture and physics with myth and madness. Upon its release, Gravity's Rainbow was both celebrated and condemned. It won the 1974 National Book Award for Fiction, but was also denied the Pulitzer Prize when the judging committees called it unreadable. In the decades since, it has become a cornerstone of modern literature, admired for its ambition, complexity, and the way it captures the anxiety of living under systems we can't fully comprehend. Reading Gravity's Rainbow is a demanding but unforgettable experience. Part war story, part satire, part hallucination, it remains one of the boldest attempts to map the tangled circuitry of the modern world. So this will be happening in January and February. I have scheduled a weekly reading target. It is not necessary to keep on target. Some people will be reading slower. Some people will be reading faster. The schedule is just a suggestion to keep people reading and somewhat on target. Now, as I said, this will be my second reading of this book, if you count my listening to the audiobook version. I will be hosting this event on my Discord. I will not be leading the discussion of this book. I will be participating, but I am in no ways qualified to lead a discussion of this book. I can read it, I can follow it, I can comment on it, but I cannot lead the discussion. Hopefully, in this group, there will be someone to step up into the plate and maybe guide some of us poor readers into this magnificent book. Now, I am holding up the Penguin version that I got from the library. I don't think this is the current version. I actually own this really nice Bantam edition. I like it. The print is a little bit small for my aging eyes, so I will probably be reading this book on my Kindle, unless they want to fish out $25 for the brand new paperback. I also have this, Curiosity by Zach Smith. Zach Smith is an artist, illustrator, and he created an image For something on every page of Gravity's Rainbow. You can see if you can find this copy or a used copy. I got mine from Powell's Books a number of years ago for 17 bucks. It might be going for a little bit more nowadays, or maybe you'll get lucky and find it for cheaper. There is also a companion to Gravity's Rainbow, a Gravity's Rainbow companion, Sources and Context for Pynchon's novel by Stephen C. Weisenburger. You can get it off Amazon for Kindle at $14.72, in hardcover for $81.81, or paperback at $36.95. I'm not sure if I will be buying that companion. I may just dive into this novel and see what I can glean from the text, or what other readers can glean from the text as we discuss it on Discord. I hope there are a few people that are interested in reading Gravity's Rainbow, because it should be a fascinating reading experiment if we can all get in and start discussing it. I will leave a link to my Discord in the notes of this video. I will also leave a link to my Voxer channel. I don't think there will be a lot of discussion on Voxer, but I'll leave that option open anyway. Well, I hope to see some more readers with Gravity's Rainbow in January and February of 2026. Thank you for watching, and keep on reading Gravity's Rainbow.